Hello everyone, this is the Board Game Hero, and in this video we're going to be unboxing Townsfolk Tussle. As you can see, it's a pretty huge box, and upon receiving it, it's gonna have a slight lift here, box lift. And so let's find out what's the status of the contents, but it's a really huge box. It is half as heavy as Gloomhaven. Look at that art. It reminds me of Cuphead and the old Mickey Mouse cartoon art. Is a hand-drawn cartoon. Yeah, that's what caught my attention. This is a boss battler, so if you're familiar with Cuphead, you're gonna like this. It's also being compared to Kingdom Death Monster. Weird because of the theme. Very different, but let's find out when we play this game. Alright, that took a while, but now we have the box ready to be lifted off. Now I'm really curious what's causing this box lift. So the box lift is really natural to it. There's nothing you can do because it comes with an insert for all of the miniatures. Right off the bat, we have heroes first, Where are those heroes? No, wait. Alright, then never mind. Let's just take a look at whichever we can get our hands on. So we have these multiple hands and some weird looking face here. Next we have this box head or a book. I forgot their names, but they have every miniature here has their own name because I think they're the boss that you can fight in the game. Then we also have the hero miniatures later, and it's really nice. If you have this Munchkin dungeon from Cool Minis or Not, it's like the same style of miniature, very smooth, huge features like this one. This is a police officer. We have this milkman, I believe I remember the name. He's a frog and he sells milk. Let's put it back because there's no guide on how to put it back. So there you go. Next is this dog with a gun. And this one, I cannot explain what this is. Right, let's go to the small miniatures. These are smaller miniatures. I think these are the characters. I'm still not sure, but yeah. Oh wait, now I'm sure this is a character. Alright, so these are the characters. Alright, so this is a grandma with a gun. Yeah, she's these twins. Then we have chicken. This one is also facing backwards, I believe. Oh no, wait, what? What is this? I don't understand. There's a mouth and the belly, and the face is a bull, so it's a bull. But yeah, it's weird. And lastly, we have this baby with a baseball bat. Baby or a kid? Yeah, alright, so on to the other bosses. We have a lady here and some knife. And we have this RIP. Okay, we have a scarecrow somewhere here. A really large one. And I like the miniatures. It's not too detailed because there are some smooth parts here, and there. But I'm thinking of its theme. The sculpts captured the art. What do we have here? Looks like 1 foot, twirly leg, and a really long hair. And the eye is here. Creepy. And we have this photographer. A really weird face. Awesome. Really love the sculpts. Look at the hand. There's a hand here. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is all about. And lastly, we have a boss, two-headed king with a bell and a large sword and a cape. Yeah, so there's times twin. So those are all the miniatures, and we have an empty space here, maybe for the tokens or something. So let's set it aside now. We got past the miniatures. Awesome miniatures. Love it. We have some rules here, rules booklet, and an introduction. I've already seen this during the campaign, and maybe they updated it, but it explains to you how to play the game, of course, with a lot of illustrations and examples like this one. So it's easy to get into. We have also random FAQ, variant for solo mode, and yeah, there's also a quick lookup, which is nice. So if you want to know about attacking, you don't need to read the entire page. You can see it here, and they will refer to the page if you want to know more. That's nice. All right, what is this? Mm, maybe. Oh, it's the map. Oh, look at. Oh my God, look at that. That's amazing. So that's the map. This is a really cool art. Alright, what is this? Oh, these are the tiles. So now let's take a look at the quality of the components. So let's take a look at one of the tile. It easily punches and it's thick. It's not bad. It's thick enough to last long. How about the car? Yeah, everything really nice quality. Alright, so these are the fronts and the back. You can see here there's a guide. Alright, so let's take a look at the next one. These are the coins. Ooh, really nice. Nice art on the coin here. Um, some I don't know. These are the names. Different font style though. And we have a farm here. I think these are the terrain for the map because there's a terrain rule for that. We have more terrain. We have the pond. We have the barn. I don't like the roof on the barn. It's like they forgot to color it, but yeah. We have some cornfields with the treasure and other Easter egg or hidden art here. We have some mushroom patch and some graveyards, a barrel, a pond, and a twig hut. Next one is this. Oh, just like a forest or a patch. Well, you gotta pay attention to the art because I think they put some hidden stuff there. Like this hand, the other one doesn't have that. So yeah, we have some conditions here. I think that these are conditions. Norman fish boy and some dog bones, dog treats. We have some hay. Right. Oh, these are standees. So originally the game will come with the standees like this one, which is really nice if you wanna, stick to the art style, the theme with a hand-drawn art. You can use this one. Now the miniatures are exclusive. I think it's an add-on, but I don't remember if it's if it's an add-on. But yeah, I have those. So I'm just gonna use this for painting reference, or while it's still unpainted, I'm gonna use this one so it can bring out the colors of the game because art is the main thing. We are just halfway and there are more. I'm gonna show you the sides of the box later. It's really good. So this is the side of the box. It shows the graveyard of, I guess, the backers or the team. So you can see here Eric Fink, Max Hartley. Of course, they cannot put all of the backers here. But yeah, we have a lot of names here with a beautiful old school hand drawn art, cartoon. Look at that moon. Awesome. This is amazing. Just the box makes it worth the money you paid. So yeah, that is the side of the box. Ooh, this is the board. This is the board. So this is the board. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos uh, on YouTube about the gameplay review, and it's already showing the board. So I'm just gonna make this brief. So this is the area. It's a grid 14 by by letter S. I don't know. And then we have a beating order and buying order here. So you put your player's head to indicate who's gonna take turn first and who's gonna buy first. Then we have I think this is the progress. So chump, hooligan, troublemaker, final fight until you get to the boss. Then we have some terrain cards here. Which what kind of terrain are on the board? This is the bottom terrain. And basically that's it. And you're gonna move around the board and fight the boss. So is it double-sided? No, the back side is just black. All right. So on to the next components. All right, we have I think this is the shop where you can buy stuff. Yeah. This is the town face. So in the town face, you draw back up to 3 feet, resolve down event, and you can shop, and then you can fight again. And that art. All right, we have a box here. Before we get there, we have a bonus insert here that shows 1, 5, and 10. That's probably for the coins. That's the denomination 1, 5, and 10. And then we have these bosses. So we have the boss and oh wait, these are the characters. These are the bosses. So different size and it's really huge. And I'm not even complaining about the size of the components because it's full of beautiful, gorgeous art and very unique in tabletop. First time seeing this kind of art on tabletop. All right, so we have a coin purse for the peddler, two of them, and we have D10. I believe these are D10s. Yeah, D10 dice, but it goes up to 9, and the 10 is this icon, the exclamation point icon. So we have 5 of those. Then we have this clip for the standees, wooden discs, black and red. Just go through the other components before the cards and the tiles, and we have a standee for the boss. All right. The insert looks really nice and functional, and it says here cards, cards, and more cards. Ooh, we have a lot. We will open that up, don't worry. Then we have cards here for town events. Let's go through the boss and the character. Alright? Alright, so let's take a look at the characters first. Yancy Plover. We have some left hand, right hand, the health, the movement, moxie, and accuracy. Then we have an ability here because he's a blacksmith, so we have a blacksmith ability. So we have a headgear, chest, and leg gear. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different slots for different items. We have starting gear, listing here, the starting gear. And then some introduction at the back here, which I'll leave you to discover on your own. We have Henlo Bulwark, the Paranoid Law Dodger. How about this one? He's the Reckless Handyman. This is the Paranoid Law Dodger. Alright, so and the backstory here, introduction. Let me show it to you so you can pause and read it. And also the other one. Just pause and read if you want. I think you can also see this in the Kickstarter campaign page. We have Georgie Iron Gut. He says the expired royal, and that's the story. You can pause and read that. We have the Blopsy twins, the roaming buskers. This is the background. We have 3 more. We have Norman Fishboy, the popular one. Okay, we have Granny Melba, the flirty old gunslinger. This is the background, introduction, and lastly we have Quintus Bench. Quintus Bench is a troublemaker. This is the background introduction of Quintus Bench. Alright, those are the playable heroes or playable characters. We have these bosses that you can fight, you can encounter in the game. And all of them has this really interesting art. Alright, so first of all we have the quality of the boss board is not good. I'm telling you now, it's soft, flimsy, unlike the one in the character. You can see the difference in the thickness here because maybe it just stays on the board on the side, so you don't need to hold it, unlike the character here where you move things around, right? So this one, they decided to go with this quality. All right, so who is Bort Dovis? He's a tourist, and there's an intro here, background introduction. Weakness is gonna be hard to read this if you're new, so you have to read the rule book first. So what is weakness? Chump, hooligan, troublemaker, final. What does that mean? I don't know, but it will show you here the final fight, the setup of the board, the terrain and stuff. And the T, I think that's you, townsfolk. And we have another setup here, and how to win, the results. If you beat, you can read this stuff. If you lose, you read this stuff. So there's a lot of boss to defeat here. So each boss will have a weakness and how to win stuff and their own setup. So with that said, we don't need to go through it all again. So let's just show you each. Penny Pinchetti, really nice art. And yeah, there's that. And the setup is this. All right. Next is Handsy. This is the guy or the miniature with a lot of hands, and he's a duck. He's a folklore legend. How about this one? She's a debt collector. We have Lomandozi, or the setup for the Handsy is like that. We have Lomandozi. He's the OG sheriff. Then let's go through the next set of the boss. We have four. And we have how many more? Eight. So we have 12 total bosses. And we have Pepin Milk Frog. He's the Dairy Boy. We have the Bandits, the Endless Horde. We have Samuel Stroman, the Landskeeper. It's the one who looks like a scarecrow. We have Umbrello, the Rainmaker. Oh, it's an umbrella, not a hair. Alright. We have Virginia Fitz, the Performer. So her trick is with a knife. We have Will Barlow. Will Barrow. He's the Grave Digger. Will Barlow. Nice play with words. We have King and Queen, or King and Queen. I don't know how to read that, but I'm guessing it's King and Queen because they are royalties. The Royal Twins. Alright. Then lastly, we have Deputy Wagums, the dog. The innocent dog. Maybe this is the strongest boss. Alright. So those are all the bosses. And we have some small cards here, the starting gear, and for the boss, let's take a look at them. Cards, and more cards. First, let's take a look at these small ones. I think these are the objectives or personal objectives of each player. Well, we're not gonna look through all of it, just some. So we have Regenerator, Martyr, be the first townsfolk to get knocked out in a fight. So you want to be knocked out, so you get points. The Fall Guy, if an action played from hitting a breaking point deals damage to you, achieve this feat. Gear Deprive, if a ruffian action causes a piece of your gear to be discarded or unequipped, achieve this feat. 1 point, and if you achieve this, plus 3 coin or plus 2 movement. Alright, so those are the feats. Next, we have 2 more. That's a lot. Okay, let's try to separate it if it's all the same or different. So it's all the same except for the last few. Alright, this is the peddler deck. So what are the peddler gear? So we have Founder's Rubble, melee, one-handed, dagger, discard. Yeah, and we have the sleek back for the head. Whenever you take damage, gain 1 movement. We have 5-foot flintlock. So yeah, those are the items. I don't want to look at it because I want to discover these items while playing. So I'm just gonna look at 3 at most. So for you, I'm doing this for you, by the way. So let's divide this first, sort it by type. Maybe these are curses. Alright, we have more peddler gear, and that's nice. Let's take a look at one. Last one. We have the cowboy hat, plus 1 mox, and your range has plus 3 more range. Alright, so I just realized since we're doing the cards now, I guess it's better to do it like this, zoomed in view of the cards. Alright, so we were looking at this, the ruffian gear. So milkman's hat, Jinx, Claymore. This is the item you can get when you defeat them. Or you will get when you defeat them. These are the unique gears. So we have a smelly bait, fresh cake, and the fragile deed. Alright. What is this? These are starting gear. We have stolen candy, crystal ball, and old smacky. So those are the small cards. Let's open one of these large ones. The boss or the ruffian. So let's take a look at the king and queen. King and queen, I guess you draw one from this deck, and that's what they do. So king and queen boast about their lives. Here's how tiresome. Target all townsfolk within 4 squares. So these are the behavior of the ruffian. So I'm not gonna take a look at all of them, but yeah, it's the same, all of it. The behavior of the ruffians. Then I assume some of these cards remaining as well, and town events. So I'm opening the town events now. Okay, so this is the other deck, and ooh, that is a lot of town events. Interesting. So we have these thick town events. So let's take a look at some of them. So we have, oh, that's a secret. So we have this abandoned farm. You come across a dilapidated homestead and decide to peek inside. So you will roll your accuracy, and depending on the result, this is what will happen or what you get. So bump and run. Right. So you have different kinds of town events here. Aerial theft. So those are the town events. We have a lot of those, and that would bring up the variability of play. Okay, we have a round cheat sheet. Everyone needs that. We have terrain deck here. It shows a buzzing hive, murky. It's just a reference for the terrain that you will be placing on the board. So you have reference. So if, for example, in the mushroom grove, you can spend 1 mox to eat a mushroom and then roll. So those are the town events and the terrain deck. We have a last deck here, but I assume this is for the boss and some reference. But let's open. So these are boss behavior. Let's set it aside. Let's not focus on that. And we have one card here that says critical hit. Upon landing a critical hit on the ruffian, you roll. If you roll 9 plus, holy moly, you send bits of the ruffian flying. Receive the ruffian's gear marked with a star on their rewards. So yeah, I guess that's everything. Yeah. And that is everything you will see in Townsfolk Tussle. This is the board game hero. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.